Welcome to the Allan Reports TV. I'm Allan Labucan from allanberryreports.com. Thank you very much for joining us today. Today we got another In the News segment. We're going to be talking about a couple of companies, resource companies that have recently had some news out. Before we get started, I wanted to send some thank yous out. First of all, in order to bring this show to you, we use two key websites, ustream.com, ustream.tv and youtube.com, and those websites are really great for anybody that's interested in doing shows. We also put all of our past shows on our YouTube and Ustream channels. You can, if you're watching us on the website, you can find the links to YouTube and Ustream above me there, and they're really great websites. Thanks a lot to those folks. In addition, we have a group of banner sponsors on our website. If you look to the left and to the right of me, you'll notice some banners. These companies are sponsors, and if you click on their banner, it'll take you to their website where you can do homework on those companies. And most importantly, got to thank you, the viewers. Without you, we wouldn't have a show. So thanks a lot for joining us here today. And today, as I said, we have two companies to talk about, and those companies have recently had 6 press releases out, so they've been really busy. And so without any further ado, we'll get on to those companies. The first company we're going to talk about today is a company called Fission Energy. I'm just going to pull up their website here. Their website is Fission, FISSION-ENERGY.com. And on the disclosure, we're shareholders of the company. They're also a featured company in the Allan Reports print edition. We started coverage of Fission in the April 6th, 2008, which was the 17th edition. If you go above me here, you'll notice on our website that there's a tab for past reports. That's where you can find that 17th edition. And this is the first time we've talked about Fission on one of our shows here. So they had, if you go to their website, again, fission-energy.com, they have a section called News Releases. And in the news releases, they had 2 press releases out. One was on September the 7th. Now, I'm just going to pull that up here. On the September 7th news release, the headline from the news release was that Fission J-Zone vertical step-out intersects 12 meters of 5.95% uranium at unconformity, including 6 meters grading 11.71% U3O8, or uranium. High-grade uranium mineralization expands the north-central J-zone boundary. So, a couple takeaways from that information is, one, that's really high-grade uranium. And that's the nature of a lot of deposits in Saskatchewan. A lot of them have high-grade, and those are definitely some high-grade intersections, and reasonably thick as well, which is another good indicator. Also in that press release, they have some details about the drilling that they announced. They noted that one of the things they noted is that the latest assay results further enhances the potential of expanding high-grade uranium mineralization beyond the north-central J-zone boundary as defined to date. Then they have a table with all the various different with the drill hole results. Then later in the press release, they note that you can find some updated maps. There's a link to it in the press release, so you just click on that and you can see some of their maps. And they also noted that Fission summer drill program at Waterbury Lake is continuing. A total of 16 holes comprising 5,000 meters is scheduled for completion in September. Then they had some more data in there. So that was the press release from September 7th. Then on September 27th, they had sort of an exploration update on some of the work that they've been doing Um, they had some, again, that's September 27th. The headline from that news is Fission Summer Drill Program successfully expands J Zone to 120 meters by 50 meters and remains open in all directions. Hole WT 10-111D identifies more off-scale radioactivity. So they give in this press release, they give a really good outline of what work they've been doing. Then they give some preliminary assessment of the drill core. They are able to test for the radioactivity of the drill core, but the most important thing is you got to get that into the lab, have it assayed, and that will give you the accurate indication. But oftentimes these testing, pre-testing before it goes to the lab has been very helpful in sort of identifying some good material in there. So that's a really good news release to sort of get an idea of all the work that they're doing. And again, that one was on September the 27th. So that's the key. There are some of the highlights from the information. Some of the reasons that we follow Fission is that they are near another company that we follow closely called Hathor. In fact, some of they're on the other side of their claim block. Hathor's hitting very high grade uranium, and then Fission is also hitting high grade uranium close to the border. So they may share a deposit there. More drilling will be needed to sort of figure that out. But so far so good. They've been doing a lot of drilling. They got a KEPCO, which is a Korean a big company, as a partner, and so they've got a really good situation there. It's in Saskatchewan, the best jurisdiction in the world for uranium mining, produces a big portion of the world's uranium production, so it's a really important uranium camp. Fission has a really good project in there. Those are the reasons some of the reasons we follow the company. As always, we recommend you take a look at the company's website where you can do your own homework. Again, their website is fission-energy.com, where you can start that homework process. So that's a wrap on our chat regarding Fission. The second company we're going to talk about today is Capstone Mining. Capstone, the disclosure, we're not shareholders of the company. They are a featured company in the Allan Reports print or email newsletter. We started coverage of Capstone in the March 31st, 2009 edition. That was our 23rd edition. They've been on a couple of our past shows when we were doing them just on our Ustream channel. And on the Ustream channel, you would look for the September 16th and the August 25th shows where you can find them. Also, if you go to our blog, I think it's up in that corner, there's a link to our blog. And on the blog, you can also find those shows as well, and then links to them. So Capstone's been really busy. And just in the last few weeks, they've had 4 press releases we want to talk about today. They had one out on September the 7th. What they announced in that press release, the headline from that is Capstone reports additional high-grade copper zinc intercepts at their Cucho project. One of the holes intersected 4.3% copper, 7.6% zinc, 1.4 grams per ton gold, and 94 grams per ton silver over 15.8 meters. There was a subinterval in there as high as 5.1% copper, 10.2% zinc, 2.4 grams per ton gold, and 122 grams per ton silver over 8.3 meters. Then they have in the press release, they talk about the work that they're doing towards their preliminary economic assessment work. They have a table with the various different drill holes. There's a very good quote from Stephen Quinn, who's the president of Capstone, that you can find in there. Then they talk about the work programs, and then they have a few. They have some maps that you can click on the links there. And a lot of times these maps can sort of give you an idea of what things are looking like as far as their drill plans and how things are looking through sort of three-dimensionally at depth from their drilling. So those are always a good thing if you want to get a sort of a visual concept of what their what they're drilling is intersecting. So that was the news on September the 7th. Then they followed that up. Just checking my time here. We're doing pretty good today. So on September the 20th, they had a new news release out. Again, this is the headline is Capstone reports significant drill results from the Mala Noche footwall zone at the Cozamin mine. A hole UGING-22 intercepts 4.4% copper and 85 grams per ton silver over 17 meters, including 5.3% copper and 103 grams per ton silver over 13.5 meters. In that release, again, they do a good summary of the work that they're doing. They have the drill hole intersections, and you can see a lot of these holes hit significant intersections of very good grades. Again, a real good quote in there from Stephen Quinn, and you can find that on their website. Oh, I forgot to mention their website is capstoneMINING.com. Going back now to the press release section there, they had news out on September the 27th. Again, this was more drilling from their Cucho project, where the headline is Capstone reports exceptionally high-grade copper zinc intercepts from the Cucho project. Then one of the holes intersected 10.3% copper, 19.8% zinc, 2.9 grams per ton gold, and 660 grams per ton silver over 11.2 meters. They had a really high-grade sub-interval of 4.9 meters of 14.7% copper, 21.3% zinc, 2 grams per ton gold, and 126 grams per ton silver. Also in that press release, they summarize the work they're doing and these recent results. They have a table with the drilling, drill intersections, and then those plan maps updated there. Just got to see one thing. Okay, we're still doing pretty good for time. So we'll go to the next news release was just last week or earlier this week on September the they had two news releases out, September the 28th. They also, so we're looking at four news releases here: September 7th, September 20th, September 27th, and then September 28th. And on the 28th, they had the headline is Capstone reports additional high-grade copper gold results from Minto East. One of the holes had a 5.1% copper and 2.2 grams of gold over 12.6 meters. Another hole had 3.7% copper and 1.6 grams per ton gold over 18.6 meters. They have a table with the drill results, good description of the work that they're doing. Really good quote in there from Stephen Quinn. Stephen does a great job of describing the work that they're doing. They got a lot of drill results out lately, so that those press releases will keep you busy. You're doing some homework on the company. So that's a wrap on the results from Capstone. Reasons we like Capstone is they are a copper-focused company. They have projects in really good jurisdictions. It's hard to find copper projects in mining-friendly jurisdictions. That's exactly what Capstone has. Again, have a look at their website at capstonemining.com. So that's a wrap on our In the News segment today. Before I close, always got to put the key information out there that we'd like to stress. This show and our reports are for information purposes only. We aren't making buying or selling recommendations. It's important for you to do your own research and speak with your financial advisors before making any investment decisions. We always appreciate any efforts you make to tell others about our shows and our reports and our website. So keep that up. We really appreciate that. We also really appreciate you taking the time to watch these shows. We know everybody's real busy these days, and we appreciate you coming on out to watch the shows. Upcoming tomorrow, we're going to have a show out. We're going to do some market commentary show. We've been doing a lot of these in the news shows because there's a lot of news out from the companies we follow. We're going to do a market commentary tomorrow, and we'll send out a notice to you. I hope you can join us. And again, you can find all of our work on our website at allanberryreports.com. Have a great day.